Cherry, Cherry! Welcome, welcome. Hello, Viridian. Welcome to the stream. Hope you like the new starting card. I just got paid, so I decided to spend a little bit of money just buying a new starting card that I think fits the theme a bit better. Or at the very least, it fits my overall style. Lots of pink. Exactly. Personally, would prefer strawberry, but not strawberry. Prefer cherries, but strawberries is close enough. So yes, very cute. I'm thinking of getting some other things. Maybe get a proper just chatting sort of overlay situation. But you know how it is. You gotta work and practice on it. So, how's everyone's day? How's everyone today? I hope you're all having a wonderful week and looking forward to a great weekend. And I got plans, my usual. So, but today our main focus is over there, right over there. To do, not that one. I have to get to that. To do the Elegy of Faded Moonlight. Also, big thing. Might as well grab this because, you know, I want that and get as many supplies as possible.
Ad Astra Abyss. Thank you for complete.
Well, so, still, that is the main focus of today. Getting that, and I've been slowly working on. True, that's entirely fair. I have been working on getting Aino and Nefer leveled up. It's been slow going, as you might expect. I have a weapon for her, so that's good at least. But my money is very limited, and I only have so many supplies. Still, hopefully I can get her team nice and leveled up, although I will say that the mini-boss I have to fight in order to get her material here is quite the pain. To put it simply, the mini-boss has this mechanic where it absorbs the elemental energy of that which damages it most, and then enters a mode of that elemental alignment, which normally wouldn't be a problem, except for that making it immune to that type of damage. So when your strategies usually involve all your characters just focusing in on doing one type of damage. Oh, I got too close. Wow, that was... Okay, I guess we're starting the story now.
It's been a few days since we said bye to the others in Nasha Town. Still no news about Rarer, though. Where could he have slunk off to?
Yeah, it's a pain of a boss. I've been mostly dealing with it through one tactic. Nuking it down before it can enter that phase.
If only he was gone for good. But with all the trouble he stirred up before, there's no way we've seen the last of him.
Yep, pretty much.
Hello, you must be the traveler in Paimon?
Yes, we are. We're the famous traveler in Paimon.
Mr. Flint has been looking for you. Unfortunately, there's been a serious wild hunt attack over at the quarry. He thinks it's time to regroup and figure out a plan.
Understood.
Hunt? Uh-oh. We better get over there right away.
Yep, go.
Come on, let's go.
Let's get going. So I guess we're going to murder the Wild Hunt. A nation that doesn't exist. Like... Oh. Hey, Keiko. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing fine. I'm having a lot of fun. I don't know if you were here last time, but last stream I rolled and I got Nefer. She is doing fantastic. I'm slowly leveling her up, but that's going to take a little bit of time. And Keiko, welcome for properly following. Thank you for that so much. More subscribers are always welcome. I hope to see you in many, many more streams. I try to stream relatively frequently. So now let's get to the quarry. Where's the quarry? Oh, it's that location. Ah, thank you, thank you. Trying to get streams going is always the tricky part. Progress is progress, but it can be a bit demotivating sometimes when you only have a few people. Still, in time, I shall hopefully improve and reach that fabled goal of getting affiliate status. It isn't much, but it's something. So the quarry is over here. Okay, I see the Wild Hunt scars. So the enemy should load in any second now. Thank you. Thank you. There it is. Oh, did everyone get here before us? Hello, Flins.
I can barely sense any Kuvaki at all. This whole area feels like a soulless husk.
I see. If I had to guess, the enemy's main focus is collecting Kuvaki for just to power himself up.
Looks like his appetite truly is insatiable. As if the power of that energy cannon wasn't enough.
He's not seriously still getting stronger? What's his endgame here?
Get as strong as possible, kill a god.
Everyone's here already. Hey, we made it. So, what's going on?
We've all been on high alert since we split up a few days back, expecting Rerir to strike again. But it's like he just vanished into thin air. No one has seen him nor found any trace of his presence. That is, until this morning, when a ratnik found signs of wild hunt activity while out here on patrol. As you can see, the crystalline itself is physically intact, but the Kuvaki it contained is all but completely diminished.
Well, in terms of my anime preferences, I have a lot of preferences. Viridian can tell you that I like Madoka Magica as one of my big ones. I'm also a bit of a One Piece fan, but I more read the manga there. Now, as for relatively recent ones, there's so many good anime out there. I very much like anime such as Apothecary Diaries, Sosu no Frieren, and of course Licorice Recoil. Well, other than that, there are obviously the great ones that everyone enjoys, like Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood was a fun one. And I watched some of the classic shonens when I was younger. I wish I could watch a lot more. Well, I could, but I get distracted so easily.
And we're sure that Rerir did this.
Who else? He's the only one who could pull off a stunt like this.
Kuvaki loss has reached critical levels. Reikir of Solnari set to maximum threat level.
Yep, good job, Yennefer.
Warning, unless de-escalation measures are taken soon, he will pose a threat beyond our ability to contain. The consequences could be catastrophic.
Yep, that's probably true.
Traveler, do you remember when we encountered Rerir just after regaining his body?
Yeah, I do. He was very dangerous and powerful.
There wasn't a shred of sanity left. Nothing but madness and rage.
Madness and rage. Again, thanks, Snow. Happy to meet you too. Always happy to see new people. Yority's extremely dangerous, even then.
Yeah, didn't he shout out a bunch of names? Then he started raving about how nothing in this world mattered to him.
Well, that's great to hear. That's great to hear.
Oh, Paimon gets chills just thinking about it. Oh, but the thought that he's still out there, lurking somewhere in Notcry, waiting for his chance to strike? Oh, even chillier.
Oh, by the way, Snow, since you asked, what's your favorite anime?
Last time we fought, we were already at a disadvantage. If he has such overwhelming strength, why would he suddenly go into hiding?
Probably because there's something he fears. Or his strength might only be temporary.
Yeah, if I were him and I wanted more Kuvaki,
I just take it by force. No point staying in the shadows. Unless something went wrong. His whole resurrection thing didn't exactly go smoothly.
It's entirely possible he might be leaking energy like a faucet.
The other thing is, how does someone who's completely lost their mind still have the wherewithal to cover their tracks so perfectly?
Yeah, that is suspicious. Oh, Hellgirl, that's a good one. I haven't actually seen the anime, but I did read the manga. Always an interesting thing. Very much an interesting concept about the idea of basically terrible people going to hell.
According to certain medical studies, insanity does not always entail a complete loss of rationality. It may be that he is simply living in a world of his own.
That actually sounds about right. He was ranting away to himself the whole time, like he had zero interest in talking to us.
There are many unanswered questions here. He could be right under our noses, and we'd still be in the dark.
Yeah, we just don't have the information.
Besides his name and title, we know little about him. Certainly nothing about his past, or what he might be hoping to achieve.
I mean, we can get that information. Well, we could have. Skirk was in the town, and she might know, but, well, she isn't here. So we'd have to contact her through Dory, and she's not the most reliable.
Exactly. And we wouldn't even know where to begin looking. Even Boss hadn't heard of the Rahir of Solnari before all this. I'd be willing to bet that even if we gathered together every scrap of intel in Nodcry, we still wouldn't find more than, like, 3 useful facts about him.
So, if we do nothing, he'll just keep getting stronger. And if we want to investigate him, we have no idea where to look.
Well, we do have some sources that might know some stuff. We know he's Conrian, so that helps.
Last time we had Marionette and her big robo-buddy to help us, and we still barely held our ground. If we had to face him alone... Oh, Paimon's head hurts just thinking about it. What are we supposed to do against a threat this big?
Unite everyone into one big faction and go full Avengers mode on him?
Well, I do have a little hunch about his next move. Given that he attacked the quarry, I'd say it's likely he'll target other places rich in Kuvaki.
Okay, that gives us some targets.
Somewhere like the Eye of Krati, or the Pillar of Embla. One thing's for sure. If we just sit back and let him keep absorbing Kuvaki, we really won't stand a chance against him.
Not right now. I don't exactly have funds to purchase any art. I'm not and any art that I would like to purchase, it's very... I think I'm going to specifically go for a few people I already have in mind.
A perfectly reasonable hypothesis. However, it is worth noting that these 2 locations are quite far apart. To investigate them both, we'll need to split up.
I agree, we should split up. Right now, Rarir's goal seems to be gathering Kuvaki, not fighting us directly. Once we're done, let's regroup on Hisi Island.
Okay, let's meet on the lighthouse.
Wait, why Hisi Island?
If I recall correctly, your largest goddess statue was carved from Kuvaki-rich ore, was it not?
Sorry about that, Snow. It's just that I've had several people who have come in, did the friendly act, then tried to push art. So you can understand why I'm a bit wary whenever someone talks about their art. Apologies if that came off as rude.
That's right. Yes, it could well be a potential target of his. I should head back and start evacuating the pilgrims.
Okay, well, that's good. I'll...
Splitting up's always gonna be risky. But I guess we don't have much choice, right? We're in a race against time here.
Since you said that you're a follower, I'll give your profile a look and see what art you have.
And if we do run into Rarir, what then?
when you follow the third rule of treasure hunting. Run like the wind.
Yep, run, run, run.
Didn't you say the third rule was go with the flow?
There are multiple third rules. Yep. Yep, I'll give it a look when after the stream. I'll give it a look after the stream.
I don't know. Did I? Anyway, whatever. In this situation, go with the flow means go find backup.
I'll look on X after the stream. I tend not to do Discord when I can. And it's
Agreed. If anyone finds so much as a trace of Rerir, do not pursue him. Get out of the area and alert the rest of us as soon as possible. We need to put safety first.
Yep, gotta keep everyone safe and not die.
All right, we'd better get moving. Come on, Anefa, let's go.
Aino is just so adorable and I love her. And Anefa is. Kinda wish I rolled for her, but I didn't have the funds back then. Check the giant gun. Check over here. Run on the... Okay, evacuate from the statue. Okay, let's go to the Frost Moon Enclave. If so, we're over here. Thankfully, this is fairly close, so just a simple, quick teleport, we get there. And I pretty much cleared out this one island. This was a fun island to clear out in terms of quests and the like. So let's see, over... There is... Hello! Did you find anything? I didn't.
Any leads?
Nope.
Nope. Diddly squat. No clues to where he might be hiding. It's like he's a ghost.
Well, he is sort of a ghost. I mean, he was dead for a long time.
It feels like we're sitting on a powder keg that could go off at any second. Oh, I hate this feeling. I'd rather face him head on than be left hanging like this.
Yeah. Yeah, this game is pretty lovely when you get to it. Some places just look utterly gorgeous.
So, you guys didn't find anything either?
Not loving the word either. How about you, Flints?
Nope.
I questioned a few Ratniki and eventually narrowed my investigation down to one suspicious individual. But by the time I got to his place, he was already gone.
Well, that's unfortunate. Hopefully we'll
Almost
find
as if
him.
he knew someone was on to him. Either that, or he's just extremely cautious and doesn't stay in one place for long.
He's been biding his time for a while now. The question is, where or what is his next target?
Well, there's always the option that he goes for the Vitui.
No idea. Since regaining his body, he seems to have lost all interest in the fragment in my possession. If he did still want it, he's had plenty of chances to take it.
Yet he has not, which is curious. Most curious.
All we can do now is hope that Aino and Anefa turn up some leads. Darn it, Rerir. If you've got the guts, come face me one-on-one!
Jahoda, you would get your ass kicked.
Wait, he's actually here? I didn't mean it, I swear!
No, it's coming from Silver Moon Hall. The Lady Kutar might be in danger.
Yeah, let's go help her.
Get over there, quick!
Come on, let's go help the angelic waifu. Oh, cutscene already? That's fun. Oh, there they are. Whoosh. Did he do anything? There you are, Rerir.
Attacking the damsel elect! What's going on?
No time for questions. Stop him!
No time for questions, let's kill. Do something, Yehuda.
Insane.
Yeah.
Yehuda, get Kutar out of here!
On it.
Look where your feeble light has gotten you. Now, you shall plunge into darkness. Thalindus, soon, I will find a way.
Watch out!
Oh, come on. Dodge! Dodge! Oh, thank God it wasn't. At least you... Please tell me... Darn it, she got grazed. That's a bad thing. Huh? What are you doing? Come on, don't. What are you doing? Enough with the hands, man! Okay. This real... Enough! Show them the power of an almighty dragon lord. Don't you dare! Yes? Oh, thank God. Okay, we got out of there. Hello, Scar. You joined us just as things got real.
Find them, even if it means turning this place to ashes.
You Yeah, we have a shard of moon. Clink, clank, crumb, crack, 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 shot. Where did we end up?
That was too close.
Thank you, Inafa. Please tell me Aino wasn't left behind.
We barely made it out of there alive. What's that guy's deal? How'd he get so crazy strong?
He's one of the 5 sinners. And that probably wasn't his full strength. Like, these guys are utterly insane. He is basically like a final boss that you encounter. Or he's a final boss tier enemy.
He's a threat to this entire nation. I doubt his strength could even be measured by conventional standards.
I do like that they are properly building up how much of a danger this guy is. This isn't a case of... Oh yeah, Yehuda is still a vision user and she's still actually very competent. It's just the fact that she's surrounded by utterly insane, powerful people. Like, you know, us, Flynn's a literal goddess.
I have a question.
Oh, hey, I know.
When me and Anefa showed up, we saw him chasing after this lady like he wanted her dead. What was that all about?
Yeah, what was that all about, Columbina?
We weren't there for the whole thing either. They were already duking it out by the time we arrived.
Yeah, we didn't see how it all started. It all escalated so quickly, we had no choice but to step in.
Kutar, can you shed any light on the situation?
Oh, I have no clue either.
Kutar. Cross-checking database. I see. So you're the one that the Frost Moon Scions refer to as the Moon Goddess?
Well, yeah, but it's a bit more complicated than that.
Wait, she's the moon goddess? Oh, no wonder she looks just like all those statues.
I do like the fact that they're remembering the fact that most characters don't know who she is.
There are many reasons why people might worship the moon, and just as many why they might despise it. I've never met that person before, but there was no mistaking his deep-seated hostility towards me.
Well, that's not good news, but at least that's sort of expected.
Why he holds me in such contempt, I cannot say. But since he hunts the power of the moon, it's no surprise that I am a target.
I mean, you are basically the moon power.
Kutar.
Kutar.
There are many potential motives. For instance, you help the traveler escape his grasp. This could be his way of taking revenge.
True, true. There's also the fact that again, you are a literal moon goddess.
It is also possible that he covets the Kuvaki inside you and seeks to take it for his own. The list goes on. But right now, devising a counter strategy should be our #1 priority. The likelihood of this location being discovered is close to 100%.
Yeah, he just needs to look for the highest concentration of Kubaki.
A counter strategy? We don't stand a chance against an enemy like this.
We're going to need some real brawn and power on our side.
Our only option is to run. He's not gonna chase us to the end of the world, right? So as long as we can sneak out of Nodcry undetected.
Also, I really like Yehoda as a character, as we sort of just see inside her head as she overthinks things and panics. So relatable.
No, I can't say that. Come on, Yehoda. This is serious stuff. You can't suggest we all just chicken out.
Running is our only option.
Huh?
Comedy
You
moments.
seem surprised. But what other choice do we have? We are facing an enemy we cannot possibly defeat in battle.
We need to call in for help.
Well, I mean, yeah, but still.
It's not too late. I can distract him, so you have plenty of time to make your escape.
Not going to happen. I'm not leaving you behind, Columbina.
Wait, what? You're gonna act as bait?
Doesn't that make sense? I'm the one he's after. There's no need for you to risk your necks on my behalf.
Yes, but you're a waifu. There's no way I'm letting you fall behind.
A coyote doesn't stop for bypassers while it's howling at the moon. What is it, Loma? The Frost Moon Scions have already grown accustomed to life without their goddess. My presence here is no longer essential, and this is not my home, so you needn't ask me to stay.
Yeah, but at the same time... Oh. 1 second. I hate botters, I swear. Ban. Also, Viridian, since you're a loyal subject here and you generally know what you're doing, I now grant upon you the power of mod. Your charge now, whenever the botters show up, just delete and ban them. Viridian, you have been granted the power of the mod. But use it wisely. Do not make me regret it.
We can't just roll over and let him get away with this. That's not our style.
Yeah. We can't just call it quits after everything we've been through together.
Exactly.
Besides, she pretty much saved my life back there. If I just ditched her now, I'd never forgive myself.
That's fine, that's fine. I understand that you probably won't be able to do it right away. Just if the botters appear, just ban them and delete their messages. As that's all I ask. It saves me the trouble.
We can't overlook that you have saved our lives multiple times now. To talk of returning the favor would be a little crass for my liking. But suffice to say that we are friends, and friends look out for one another.
Riri's true objective remains unclear. Even if we were to sacrifice Miss Kutar, there's no guarantee he would stop.
Running away won't solve anything. We stand and fight, no matter what.
But
This time, we have the advantage. You actually can help us, and we can help tip the balance in your favor.
Kutar, I know why you left the Frost Moon Scion so long ago. It was because people started treating prayer as a form of trade. They would make self-centered wishes, force you to accept meaningless offerings in return, and then expect you to perform miracles for them, as if that were their entitlement.
Yeah, that's a problem when you get too transactional with faith.
If it were me, I might have walked away too. But I believe that time can change everything, and that sometimes it takes losing something precious to appreciate its true worth. After much reflection, I've realized that this was never about whether the Frost Moon Scions need you.
Yeah?
Any relationship based on need is purely transactional. What I truly hope is that you'll choose to stay, not out of obligation, but as part of our family.
Exactly, Columbina. We want you to join our family.
You were born here, and now you've returned. Who knows? Perhaps it was the moonlight that guided you home.
Exactly, so please. Please, Damselet. We want you to be our friend, and I also want to roll you because you are gorgeous and I want you as a character.
Thank you, Lauma. But my power is on the wane. I'm afraid I will be of little use to you now.
We'll find a way. It's our turn to help you now.
Very well then. I'll do as you say.
Both times you saved us, we were transported across great distances in an instant. Is that one of your powers as the moon goddess?
It is, but I find it very draining. I barely managed to pull it off just now, and it will be some time before I'm strong enough to do so again.
So it's not something we can spam, unfortunately.
Rejected by the world, my power is dwindling. Like a lake, cut off from its source, slowly shrinking away. Now, it has almost run dry.
Okay.
What do you mean, rejected by the world?
Well, I'm assuming because she's not supposed to be here. The moons were destroyed, after all.
The 3 moons belonged to the ancient bygone era in which they came into being. From the moment I was born, the world itself has been steadily sapping away at my strength.
That's why we need the moon marrow to borrow the eternal moon's power.
The 3 moons are not one and the same. As the goddess of the Frost Moon, I cannot wield the powers of the other 2. Yet moonlight has a way of blending together. Each can reflect the other's glow. So when our fingers touched, I was able to restore my strength by drawing Kuvaki from the eternal moon's marrow.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
But this method of recovery is painfully slow. If only we could find the...
We have to find the Frost Moon marrow. Ah, the Wild Hunt is here.
It's the Wild Hunt! Even faster than we expected. We'll have to finish this conversation later.
Okay, time for battle and murder.
See how those Wild Hunt creatures are running away from us. They're likely just a scouting party, which means Rerir won't be far behind.
And okay, so that guy is actually tactical. That's bad news for us.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get the heck out of here!
Okay. Yes, relocate, go to a new location. Yep, exactly. Just how things go in adventure games. Oh.
We leave this place.
Oh.
Close your eyes. The long sleep beckons. Be silent.
Oh, they just keep coming! This is driving me nuts!
Rerir's closing in on us. We need to pick up the pace.
I'm trying, but...
And this time, we can't fall back on Kuchar's house to escape. This goes on much longer.
I'm doing what I can, but I'm not used to half of these characters. And I have no idea what's going on. I'm just seeing particle effects. They're pretty, but I don't know what they're doing. I don't even know if I'm facing the enemy half the time. Okay. Whatever is happening, I hope I'm doing a good job. Okay, Okay, how many of you are there? There, I have... Again, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just sort of hitting buttons and activating ultimates. I think I got most of them. Yep, I got most of them. That was fun. And there's still more of them. Wait, I know that sword! Can it be the man, the myth, the legend who took all the horses? Grand Master Varka! My liege.
What's the matter? Bit off more than you could chew?
Yes. Now where are the horses?
Who are you?
Well, he has the sword, so we can make a guess.
Uncle Varka! You're back from Amsvartnir? Whoa! You're Varka? Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius?
Yes, an absolute unit of a man.
We could save the intros for later. Right now, let's get you all out of this hellhole. Follow me. I know somewhere you'll be safe.
Okay, you heard the man.
Is that where I think it is?
Where?
That's the one. Come on, move! There's no time to waste.
I have no idea where we're going, but let's follow the man who I trust completely. I trust him completely, so where are we going? Yeah, a lot younger than expected, I know.
Wow! Where are we? This is so well hidden.
It's a random dank cave. I'm smelling the mold right now.
Well, that goes without saying. This is the Knights of Favonius' meeting place in Nodcry, and a contact hub for the Northern Intelligence Network.
The Northern Intelligence Network? What's that? What's that?
AKA the black market of intel. No matter what faction you're with, it's the place to buy and sell information. Their headquarters are in Nodcry, but they've got contacts in every nation.
Ah, so you've heard of me, and I'm guessing that we could probably contact some friends that way.
As an expeditionary force on foreign soil, working with them has offered us the most effective way of getting our hands on reliable local intel. This is where we meet, so naturally, it's secure. Anyway, where were we? Folks from Nodcry should be pretty familiar with me by now. But I believe this is the first time we've met.
Well, technically, but I did talk to you over the Dodoco phone.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
We've heard all about you. This meeting's been a long time coming.
Yeah, because of your expedition, Mondstadt was in a pretty pickle when we were there.
You look way younger than Paimon expected. But you definitely have that Grand Master vibe.
Hey, Viridian, look, you shared a brain cell with Paimon. Congratulations. You are now emergency food.
Well, I'm no spring chicken. Just not showing my age yet. Definitely feeling some of that back pain today, though. Rushed back from Amsvartnir without a wink of sleep, only to get right into another fight with that freshly revived maniac.
Yeah.
Another? You mean you fought him before?
Yeah, we did see in the cutscene with him.
Yep. He wasn't nearly as strong back then, but he was still a formidable foe. I brought some of the knights along to give him a little surprise, but he saw us coming from a mile off.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Where are the knights, by the way?
My squad took heavy injuries, and I barely made it out alive myself. We knew it might have been our last chance, so we staked everything on it. But still, it wasn't enough to stop him.
Oh, that's unfortunate, but we just gotta deal with it.
I tried tracking him down afterwards, but he didn't leave a trace. Even in his unhinged mental state, he's as cautious as any trained operative. So, I decided to come find you. And as luck would have it, turned up to find you being ambushed by the Wild Hunt. The rest, you already know.
Yeah, thanks for the help, by the way. Hey, that was very, very useful.
Is that why he's been frantically absorbing Kuvaki these past few days? Because he sees you as a threat?
Well, he is one of the four winds, and when you are one of the four winds, that means you're not easy to beat.
Maybe I'm part of the equation, but even if I weren't, I'm sure he'd still be gathering power. He's clearly working up towards something.
Probably something involving the moon.
Note to self, Uncle Varka's strength rating officially upgraded.
Thank you, Inefa.
Guess it's my turn to ask questions now. So, what exactly has been happening in Nodcry? Why has the Wild Hunt returned in humanoid form? And why is it after you?
Oh boy, we have a lot to tell you.
That's a long story, but I'll try to make it quick.
Yeah, so, it started with the fact that he basically absorbs
Wow, I had no
Kuvaki.
idea so much had happened. Sounds like you guys have really been through it.
Oh, you have no idea.
So, the Kutar is actually a Fatui Harbinger. And all this Wild Hunt activity in Nodcry is the work of the Raker of Solnari, one of the 5 sinners.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a lot to take in. Need some time to wrap my head around it all.
I'm truly sorry, Mr. Varka.
Hey, don't be. This is all kind of crazy to begin with.
You stood with us against the Wild Hunt and did everything you could to stop it from escalating into a full-blown catastrophe. And then, the one time you're away, it all comes to a head and all your hard work gets undone.
No, that's just how these things go.
You've got nothing to apologize for, Miss Moonchanter.
I mean, after all, how were we supposed to expect any of this?
You can plan 100 steps ahead and still slip up. That's just life. No one knows what tomorrow holds. You can't predict which way the wind will blow next.
Exactly.
And, to be perfectly honest, I can't say I'm surprised. For all the times we've defeated the Wild Hunt in the past, we've never been able to completely wipe it out. Turns out, we were just delaying the inevitable.
Yeah, in order to wipe out the Wild Hunt, we have to kill Rerir. The trick is trying to actually kill Rerir, who is kind of insane, both in strength and mind.
But now that a new variable has come into play, fate may well take a different course.
A new variable? You mean us?
Of course, we're the protagonist of this story.
Who else? And in a strange way, I think his resurgence might not be an entirely bad thing. The Wild Hunt is like an unrelenting force of nature, but Rerir is an individual with an agenda. He's gotta have a weak spot somewhere.
Exactly. Before, the Wild Hunt was just a nebulous evil force. Now, it is concentrated. It has a central mind. And if we can understand that, we can predict it. And if we can predict it, we can kill it.
That said, while I was explaining everything just now, some of the points that Mr. Flint's added caught my attention.
Oh, like what?
You mean about our mystery ally?
That's right. From what you've said, not only did they lead you straight to some key files, they also shielded Hisi Island from a lethal Kuvaki blast.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true. Someone did help us. My current theory is that it might be one of the witches. I can't remember what her name was, but probably one of the witches of the Hexen Circle.
I don't know who or what could pull something like that off. Heck, even Miss Columbina doesn't have a clue.
I hadn't heard the story about those files. Would you mind repeating their titles for me?
Wild Hunt Phenomena Log, a Nodcryan Ratnik's Field Journal, and Kuvaki Survey Log.
Oh. No. Still doesn't ring a bell.
Can you repeat it for me? Yeah, no, I have no clue.
Another dead end. Guess all we can do now is hope that our mystery ally keeps showing up when we most need them.
Yeah, no point in worrying about it if we can't figure things out. One thing which I'm thinking of is perhaps we could, and hear me out here, perhaps we could consider asking for some help from the Fatui. Like, I usually wouldn't do this, but to be perfectly honest, I feel like the Fatui might help in this situation.
Still, it's safest to assume they won't be intervening again. From here on out, we'll have to resolve this crisis by ourselves.
Okay, fair enough.
Your intel also explains something else I've been wondering about. The reason I led my team to Amsfarnir was because we'd had reports about a possible source of the Wild Hunt showing up there.
Okay, so he might have been luring them away.
But once we looked into it, it turned out to be a red herring. I don't know who was behind it, but clearly, it served its purpose.
Get you away from Nodcry while they did this thing.
I doubt it's by chance that he happened to make his comeback while my attention was diverted. And from everything you told me, it sounds like his scheming began well before his return. So maybe luring me away was all a part of his plan.
You know, I'm liking Varkas so far. He's definitely giving the vibe of an actual competent military commander. He's thinking these things through, he's considering the options, and all of what he's saying does make sense.
But is it even possible that he orchestrated all of this by himself?
And he's considering the angles.
The Moon Maiden and the Raker of Solnari. Nodcry of all places. The way everything is unfolding, it can't be a coincidence.
So, what do we do now? Got any ideas?
Right now, we've got at least 3 things to consider. Let's go through them one by one.
Exactly, Viridian. Competency, which is very good in these types of stories. Really shows that the characters are well, it makes it so that it doesn't feel like you have to solve everything.
First, we need to figure out how to take down Rarir. If we can't beat him in a straight-up fight, the rest won't even matter.
Plus, it also helps make Rarir feels more like a threat. Nothing is worse than when there's a villain character, and they're talked up as a threat, and then in order to make them a threat, the writers make everyone else incompetent.
To my knowledge, the bulk of Nodcry's fighting force is already gathered here. But even with everyone united, we're still no match for Rarir in his current state, let alone with his power still growing.
What if there was a way to tap into a new power of our own?
Oh? You have a suggestion?
How so?
Yes, please, tell me.
Have you thought of something, Columbina?
3 moons once watched over this world. The Eternal Moon was the largest. The Frost Moon was the brightest. And the Iridescent Moon was the most mysterious.
Wait.
They say that back then, the 3 moon goddesses wielded immense power. Enough to shape the workings of the world itself. I now bear the Frost Moon's power, and the Eternal Moon's marrow resides within the Traveler.
Ah, so now we get the Iridescent Moon's power, and together it is stronger than everything combined.
Hold on. Are you suggesting?
Yes. Fusion Ha!
The iridescent moon. The last piece in the puzzle.
That's right. If we can find the Iridescent Moon's marrow, I will be able to regain my strength much more quickly.
Which would give us a goddess on our side, which would be good.
The 3 moons are said to stir the tides and illuminate all things. Perhaps they hold further secrets beyond our understanding.
The problem is, where the hell are they?
According to my analysis, the solution is feasible. However, it is subject to one major condition. How do we locate the iridescent moon's marrow?
So, there. It was slightly off, and that was starting to bug me.
I know a way, but we will need to visit the Fatui's Experimental Design Bureau.
Ah, okay. Time to talk to your old colleagues.
The Experimental Design Bureau? Are you saying we need to involve Marionette?
Exactly, because Marionette, I think, is a potential character we can get in the future, and honestly, from what I've heard, her personality isn't as terrible as it first came out.
Yes. I must speak with Sandrone.
It's a long way from here to the Experimental Design Bureau. There's a high chance you'll be spotted. You shouldn't go alone.
I'll go with her. I've already dealt with several Fatui.
Then that's settled. Next up, our second priority. Somehow, we need to figure out Rarir's end goal.
Yeah, that is very important. If we know what his end goal is, we can stop him.
As you saw for yourselves, when he was still in his wild hunt form, everything he did was for the sake of recovering his body and resurrecting himself. His first act since then, after laying low for a while, was to try and assassinate this young lady. People's obsessions often reveal their greatest vulnerabilities. There must be a reason why he despises the moon so deeply. Perhaps it sheds some light on his title, the Raker of Solnari. The Wild Hunt has plagued Notcry for centuries now. If we want to stop it for good, we have to get to the root cause of what's driving it.
And thus we need to figure out what his main goals are, his plans.
It's true. We still know very little about him. If Kuthar hadn't given us that lead, we wouldn't even know his name.
But where would we even start? I doubt even the Intel Queen of Notcry has a clue, and she has info coming out of her ears.
Yeah, pretty much. So...
Oh? That's a rather hasty conclusion for someone who's so painstakingly meticulous when it comes to dealing with machines.
Nefer! I knew you would show up. Hello, cat girl.
She heard me.
Yeah, but she hears everything. Ooh, first person POV. Hello, Yehuda.
Boss! What are you doing here?
This is the information hub. Why wouldn't she be here?
I'm now asking myself the same question. I received a letter from a humble knight of Favonius, requesting a meeting to discuss a major business deal. But it looks like this humble knight had something else in mind.
Well, yeah, we have a lot of things to deal with.
Details. Miss Nefer, the important thing is that you've arrived at the perfect time. Since his failed ambush, I've been racking my brains trying to come up with a plan to fight Rerir. Given the severity of the situation, I think it's fair to say that our only chance lies in uniting as one. And I'm talking all the factions in Notcry.
Yeah, the funny thing about faction conflicts is the moment you present everyone with a bigger threat, unity suddenly becomes a lot more appealing.
We can't do this without the Curatorium, but I knew it'd be a tough job to win you over. So, I took the liberty of reaching out for a little chat.
And now we have peer pressure on our side.
Wait a sec. How did you even hear about this place, Nefer?
Paimon, she probably set it up.
Didn't you say this is meant to be the Knights of Favonius' meeting spot? And a contact hub for the Northern Intelligence Network? And isn't it supposed to be super hidden?
Paimon, Northern Intelligence Network. Who do you think probably controls this section?
You really think he could have gotten settled in Nodcry without my help? Besides, I'm the one running this gig. Of course, I know where the meeting place is.
So you mean
Allow
you're...
me to introduce the current head of the Northern Intelligence Network. If it's intel you're after, she's your woman. Pretty much seen and heard it all.
Yeah, pretty much expected. When you... I suppose that actually makes a lot of sense. She has a front intelligence network in the Curatorium of Secrets, while she has this black market intelligence network behind.
Please spare me the flattery. Let's cut to the chase. Seems like you've run into some trouble, huh?
Yeah, we just bring her up to speed on all the nonsense.
Well, this certainly qualifies as an unforeseen crisis. On behalf of the Curatorium of Secrets, I wish you all the best of luck.
Oh, come on, Nefer. What do we have to give you to have you help us?
So you're just going to sit this one out?
Why should I get involved? What could possibly be in it for me?
Okay. Kind of expected, very mercenary, so...
What if we told you we can't do this without you?
That might help.
Oh? Then I'd say you'd better make it worth my while. I don't work for free.
We can give you Yehuda.
I can't put a price on something like this. It's just not in my nature. But then again, you and I have always been polar opposites in this regard. So I can't exactly say I didn't see this coming.
And also, people ship these two a lot. Like, I've seen a lot of shipping fan art, which... very lovely, I have to say.
If you insist on compensation, I will pay you. Consider this a formal commission. Sound fair?
Yes, if you insist on compensation, I will pay you. If you know what I mean. Wink, wink.
You just don't give up, do you? Too bad. I know you well enough to know you can't afford my prices. The riskier the job, the more it'll cost. And a moon chanter's stipend isn't exactly generous. Unless you're planning to start passing the donation box around among the faithful.
Oh yeah, to be fair, she is not loaded since they are a cult.
Boss, just a thought. If they come up short, maybe you can take the difference out of my next few paychecks.
Yehoda, throwing yourself under the bus to help us. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Things got really dangerous during the fight with Rerir. If this girl hadn't saved me, I'd be ley line fodder by now. I'd be gone for good, boss.
Okay, well, that's entirely fair.
If there's any way we can make this work, I'd really like to help her. Please? I'm begging you.
I like Yehoda. She's a very fun character. And come on, I know, can't you help? You probably have the most money out of everyone here.
This is why I'm always telling you never accept favors. They are the hardest debts to repay. You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all kinds of misfortune. Very well, Yehoda, I will help. But just this once. Don't count on this happening again.
Yeah, she has a soft heart, all things considered. Even though she is pulling the whole, don't do this again, I bet she was looking for an excuse to help.
Flynn's, that fragment that Rerir was after, do you still have it on you?
Of course.
Of course.
Let me borrow it. I need it to follow up on some leads.
Wait, you actually have some leads?
Of course. She's the Egyptian cat lady.
Shh. This is top secret information.
I get it. We all have things we'd rather keep to ourselves. Plus, I know we can count on you. So we'll leave the intel gathering in your hands.
Yep. Best leave the experts to do their job.
And that brings me to the third and final item. We need to find a way to distract him. We need time to make our move, so someone will have to stall him.
Yeah, how are we going to keep him busy? I know. Is that Clink Clank army ready?
I'm in for this part, no matter what. Anyone coming with?
Well, I know and Flynn seem free.
Count me in too.
Yes. Send in the fairy.
Come off it, you two. Quit playing heroes. I'm way ahead of you here. Nefa did a scan of the Moon Goddess's Kuvaki signature, and we're gonna use it to make some decoys over at the Kramkake craft shop. Anyone who's in, follow me.
Okay, and see, this is why I know by herself is a faction that no one else wants to mess with. You can just do bullshit like this. I love it.
Once they're ready, we'll deploy the decoys across Nagcry. So as long as the rest of you keep moving, he won't catch on to your scent and won't be able to track you down.
Clever, smart thinking, I know. This is why you are the best little girl here.
I like it. Genius idea.
No biggie.
All right then, we'll split into 3 teams. Once your team has finished their mission, return here and wait for the others. Dismissed.
On it, Captain. Information team, go. Oh. Escort team, go. Oh, Krumkake, a distraction, go. Oh. Huh. Okay, now this is interesting way of... Okay, I like this. I like this. And also this is cute. This is just cute. Hello. We're 2 of the most wanted people.
Lady Damselette. Wait. And you two? What are you doing at the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau?
Oh, come on. I was just here yesterday, and I only killed most of the guards I encountered.
We've been doing our best to mind our own business lately. But if you're just gonna waltz up here like this, you're seriously pressing your luck. Don't blame us for doing what we have to.
Yeah, try it. I've literally beaten up every one of your guards.
You really think that's gonna scare us off?
Exactly. I am way better than you.
We're not looking for any trouble. I just want to see Zandrone.
Do I need to remind you that you're still a wanted fugitive for deserting us?
Yeah, and can you stop me?
Out of consideration for our former ties and the crisis we're all up against, we'll let you leave in one piece. But don't even think about trying to get inside.
Okay, let's just go.
Let them in.
Thank you, Marionette. Thank you.
But
Are you going to make me repeat that?
Basically, the boss says, do what I say.
no, my lady.
Sandrone seems to be in a good mood. Must be maintenance day.
Again, I do love the interactions between Columbina and Sandrone. It always seems kind of hilarious how Sandrone has this tsundere attitude, and Columbina has the attitude of a kudere who is trolling the tsundere. Okay, now we go up to Columbina. Let's see what she has to say.
So tell me, to what do I owe the honor this time?
Hello, we'd like help, well, essentially assembling a plan to murder the guy who pissed you off.
Actually, before you answer that, just so we're clear, we're not colleagues anymore, Columbina. I don't owe you anything.
Oh, that's fine, that's fine. Yep, exactly. Shipping ho!
I promise it's nothing big.
I promise it's nothing big. I just need your help to find an ultra powerful artifact.
It seems like you've gotten the wrong idea here. The only reason I let you in was because I was bored. It seemed like a way to kill some time and satisfy my own curiosity.
See what I mean? Tsundere. So big. Very, very big tsundere energy.
Whatever miscalculations I may or may not have made in the past, I haven't lost the plot enough to even consider sticking my neck out for your sakes.
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino.
Oh. Oh yeah, I don't want... Yeah, I need to talk to someone else.
What?
Yeah, I'm not even here to talk to you. I just want to talk to Arlecchino.
Huh? You mean the knave?
We have her phone number.
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino. Is she in Nodcry?
No, she's not. Once the work on this facility was completed, she went back with the Rooster and Regrator. The only ones in Nodcry are me and... what is it you need to speak to her about anyway?
So the other guy who's in Nodcry is probably the Doctor, and I hate the Doctor.
Rerir is hunting me. If I'm going to face him, I must first retrieve the lost moon.
Marionette seems lost in thought, but she doesn't look surprised. She must know more than she was letting on. I don't understand what Arlecchino has to do with the iridescent moon. Wait. Okay, so this is something that the rest of you might not know, but during the Arlecchino boss fight, we see a red moon. We see moon's nonsense during the Arlecchino boss fight. Oh my god, Arlecchino is connected to the iridescent moon. But at this point, I have no choice but to go along with Columbina's plan.
Is that a no, then?
We're only doing this to stop Rerir. He is our common enemy.
As if I need reminding. I was this close to settling things with him before someone decided to whisk me away to their weird little garden.
Yeah, we both know that's not true.
Have you held any tea parties lately?
Nice non sequitur. Nice non...
Tea parties? Yeah, obviously. You don't seriously think we'd pack it all in just because you aren't here. If anything, they've been more eventful than ever. Just me, Arlecchino, and a bunch of insolent and sensitive guests who won't stop asking where you've gone. Oh, they've been a real joy.
Again, I just love the interaction here. Very much toxic Yuri energy. I love it.
I bet you served them the worst tea you have. Just like you used to do to me when I upset you.
And also just the subtle sniping at each other.
Who cares about how good the tea is when there's no one around to drink it? I keep losing people. First Rosaline, now you? I'm running out of people who can make me laugh. Honestly, what could be more ridiculous than the multi-centenarian goddess, who's only ever had the plain herbal tea she received as offerings?
For those who don't know, Rosaline is what was her name again? I can't remember what her name was. The first harbinger we encountered, the fire butterfly lady. What was her name? I know there was a bunch of people who thought she was going to become playable and got very upset when she got, well, disintegrated by the Raiden Shogun.
You'd always brew a different type of tea for me each time. Was it really just to see how I'd react?
Again, see the shipping energy. And tsundere energy.
Well, duh. Why else? Watching you squirm was practically my only form of entertainment.
Oh god, the Sun is strong with this one. The tsundere is strong with her. Or was she genuinely trying to introduce Columbina to new flavors? Maybe all that coldness is just an act, and they actually get along?
Oh, yeah. And Capitano sometimes used to bring Tartaglia around too. But I guess we won't be seeing him again.
Well, I mean, we could go visit him. Yeah, she is somehow getting more tsundere. I love it. And I think this is sort of touching on Damselette's personality a bit. I'm noticing a running theme of people leaving. And considering how she reacted when her mech got damaged, I'd imagine this is a case where part of the reason why she has mecha and robots and the like is a sense that I don't want people to leave, and if my friends break, I can fix them.
Well, I guess we are overdue for a get-together. Polonia!
See, and now doing the get-together.
Have Febronia pass a message to Arlecchino for me. It's time for tea. Will suffice.
Pass along a message from me, too, if you would. My body cannot contain the marrow of 2 moons, so I'll be leaving one of them in her care.
Oh.
Excuse me? Who said you were on the guest list? If my tea meant that much to you, maybe quitting the Fatui wasn't your brightest move.
Ah, wow. Again, very much tsundere.
Back when you were under the Tsaritsa's protection, no one would have dared come at you so openly.
But that protection didn't come for free. In fact, I paid dearly for it. At the end of the day, it was just another transaction.
And there's the issue, Columbina, is she doesn't like transactional relationships.
I just got tired, that's all. I never wanted any part in their grand ambitions, and I've had enough of being treated like a bottomless supply of power.
And it banks and shows a power battery.
It brings back memories from the old days, when I was still worshipped as the moon goddess. Centuries on, it may be a different group of people, but I see the same greed in their eyes.
I pity Columbina.
I figured you'd leave eventually. You didn't have as much of a reason to stay as I do.
Yeah, you need the research funding.
The Tsaritsa gave you shelter and protection, but that was it. Nothing more, nothing less. Meanwhile, the Fatui demanded everything from you in return, until it was more than you could bear.
Again, this has a very much a tsundere energy to it, where she is saying all of this, but at the same time, she's also basically saying that it was a very unfair transaction.
I get why you left. And frankly, I have no interest in dragging you back just because the higher-ups told me to.
Again, so much tsundere energy.
But if you keep hanging around with this riffraff, the next time we cross paths, we might be enemies for real.
Say that now, Marionette, but you're probably going to become my friend as well. She says that, but she's the one who just caved in and agreed to help Columbina.
Guess that's our cue to leave.
Yeah, the Sun has reached critical levels. Levels rising. The Sun is strong with this one.
That might be your plan. But it sounds like someone else wants you to stay a little longer.
Who?
Huh? What do you mean? Listen.
Oh? Oh. The Wild Hunt is attacking.
My lady, it's the Wild Hunt. A horde of monsters is headed straight for the facility.
Oh well, time to test our defenses.
Another uninvited guest trying to crash my tea party. Clear the area. I'll handle this.
I'll handle this. And by that I mean my mecha.
Wait, what? You want us to leave you here by yourself?
Oh, Paimon, she's a harbinger. He does not need the help.
You'll be lucky to make it out of this alive. You really think you can afford to worry about me? Go on, get out of here. You may have stopped Polonia from crushing him last time, but I've made sure that won't happen again. The entire Experimental Design Bureau is rigged for war.
Okay, I do hope you've upgraded the defenses since last time I was here, because, as well, if you look out the window, you can see I kind of made a mess.
Stay and watch if you want, but it'll be at your own risk. You're not flagged as friendlies in the weapon system.
Just be careful, okay?
Don't tell me what to do! Look, if you're leaving, make it quick. Or you'll just get in my way. There's a secret passage on the second floor. It'll take you right to the plains out back.
Again, tsundere levels are rising with this woman. I love her.
Stare all you want, Columbina. You're not getting another invitation to my tea party.
I know. But thank you anyway, Sandrone.
Thank you, friend.
This is exactly why you shouldn't hang around with those people. All their melodrama and sentimental nonsense is rubbing off on you.
Oh boy, again, I can't hammer this enough, but I love the energy between these two. Very much Sun with Kudere contact. Let's get out of here. Oh, are we going to see a cutscene of...
Come on then, Mr. Ray here. Let's pick up where we left off.
Yeah, Maximum Tsundere has reached and exceeded.
It's your Wild Hunt monstrosities versus my beautiful creations. Let's see who comes out on top.
Oh yeah, she just has a lot of mechs. Let's see how many Gatling guns I can shoot you with. Oh, what's this? Oh. I'm... I have more bullets! You probably could improve the rate of fire, though. Ah, you fools! You fools! I have guns, you do not! She does have a lot of robots, though. Ah. Oh yeah, this is more like it. These things clump up, so explosives are a good option. This is more like it. This deals with their numbers pretty well. Oh, good. You're not getting close. So... yeah, I think this is doing well. Okay, that was a good one. That did a good job. The AoE effect is great for dealing with clumps of them.
That's it. Keep them pinned down. Don't let them get near.
Okay. Okay, we have a sniper ones. Could use a better rate of fire, but long-range sniper support is always useful. Honestly, doing a good job, and I can see why she's a Harbinger. This would be an...
Deploy all backup units. Get in there and hold the line.
you know, if I know worked, take out the big guys. Now, focus fire on the big guys. Don't let them get close. Okay, now that's an interesting thing. She's being emotional with the robots. She's promising to put them back together. Which I think is a very interesting portrayal of her character. Because she's outright going machine damage.
Finally, the Ranger himself. Time to...
Oh. There he comes.
Where'd he go? Uh-oh.
There he is. So now what are you going to do here, right here? Oh, well, he actually beat you.
Polonia, get him!
Go, Polonia!
I've upgraded Polonia again since our last encounter, and uploaded every last scrap of your data. So let's finish this once and for...
Oh?
She's not here. Where did she go?
We slipped out back while you were distracted by the, you know, the Gatling guns.
Hey, over here, you big...
Don't ignore me!
Cursed moon. Go. Keep searching. She cannot have gotten far.
Oh, come on, don't ignore me. Hey. Don't. Alright, darn it, he's more powerful now. Now we're at the Curatorium of Secrets. What will they find? Who knows? Probably some secrets. Alright, the big Egyptian door. What's behind this door? Okay, that looks like a very important box.
So this is your method for investigating Rarir's past. It almost looks like some kind of ceremony.
Probably a data extrapolation device that's going to take that fragment and then use that to extrapolate data from the past using other data. At least that's my guess.
Good deduction. But it's quite a different affair from what you're used to with the Frost Moon Scions.
Whoa! First time I've ever been in here. Boss always said it was off limits, so I pictured some kind of creepy dungeon. But it's actually kinda nice.
Or it possibly taps into Ermin's soul.
Oh, I guess this must be Sumero decor? That's where Boss is from. And that nice shopkeeper who sold me my treasure compass.
Yehoda, you got scammed. That probably doesn't work for you.
I'm not sure exactly what you've got planned, but it looks like you're all set. When do we begin?
Immediately, everything is on a timer.
Whenever we wish. But for some reason, I've got a feeling this isn't going to end well.
Well, if it did, this wouldn't be a story.
I've never faced Rerir myself, but from what you've told me, his power is beyond anything I could imagine. I, on the other hand, am just an ordinary businesswoman. Our paths should never have crossed, yet here I am, forced to make an enemy of him.
Ordinary businesswoman. When you dress like that, there is very little ordinary about you, woman.
If you ask me, you're about as far from ordinary as it gets. So what are you saying? You're getting cold feet?
Nope. She's okay, maybe a little.
Once I take a job, there's no backing out. Still, I have to ask myself if the power I'm relying on will even work on an opponent of this caliber. And also how to make sure I come out of this alive if things spiral out of control.
Fair enough. Gotta look out for number one, after all.
Death is the one thing we can take for granted. It is the great equalizer, however fortunate or unfortunate we may otherwise be. So it's important to consider how to spend what lifespan we have left.
Good philosophy there. That everyone can die at a moment's notice, after all, as grim as that is.
Come on, boss. Lighten up. Quit talking about death. It's bad luck.
For once, I agree with you. When you're up against a foe like Rerir, there's no such thing as being too prepared.
Sometimes you have to deal with the monster.
Is there anything I can do to help?
That won't be necessary. I've already made up my mind. Time to cash in a precious favor I've been saving for a rainy day. Yehoda, I need you to find someone for me. The sooner the better.
Who is it, Skark?
Find who?
That shady merchant who sold you an overpriced treasure compass the other day.
I see. A Dory.
Come on, boss. You're pulling my leg again. In what way is she shady? She showed up when I was completely lost and sold me a neat little gadget that was exactly what I needed. Trust me, she's a good person.
Dory is very good at scamming people.
Anyway, I know who you're talking about. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Zip. A few moments later. Zap. These two have great animation moments.
Hey, aren't you?
What is it? What's the big rush? You dragged me out of a dream where I was literally swimming in Mora. I'm charging double my usual attendance fee.
Hello, Dory. Well, with her and Yehoda in the room, this is going to be hilarious.
See, look how easygoing she is. After that rude awakening, she could have completely snapped at us. But instead, she kept it together and just asked for an extra fee.
Yehoda, you have no idea how big Dory's attendance fee is.
Dory Sangama Bay? I never would have pictured you two doing business together.
Well, they usually wouldn't.
If you want to make it big and not cry, it's all about connections. Lady Nefer just so happens to have a lot of intel that interests me. And she also did me a big favor in the past. It was back when I first arrived in Notcry. My trusty assistant, the genie in my lamp, had an adverse reaction to the Kuvaki and fainted. And when you know it, that's when I suddenly find myself in a life-or-death situation. Good thing my compatriot was there to swoop in and save the day.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's a favor I would stick to.
I've been giving her a 30% discount off all of my goods ever since. Now, so that no one here feels left out, I'm willing to extend a 20% discount to fellow friends of Boss Nefer.
Honestly, that's pretty good, if not for the fact your prices are complete rip-offs.
Plus, any other friends you send my way will enjoy 10% off. What can I say? The great Lord Sangama Bay is nothing if not generous.
And as we all know, this is a scam.
So, let me guess. You've run into some trouble? I've got everything you could possibly need, and the more you buy, the more you'll save.
Classic scammer.
You guessed correctly. What have you got in the way of survival gear?
Okay, why do you need that?
The one type of gear I've never been short on. What are you looking for? A jetpack fresh from the Academia's labs? An ancient suit of armor dredged up from the bottom of the sea? At the very least, I need to know what kind of opponent you're dealing with here. If even you're worried about staying alive, it must be pretty serious.
It is. It's very serious, Dory. Please, help me. You're my only hope.
What if I told you it's someone with the power to bring a nation to its knees?
Yeah, so just give us the best you have.
Is that so? Then we really are talking top-shelf treasures. I don't have anything like that in stock right now. I'll have to ask my supplier.
Oh, I see. The reason you want Dory to do this is we need Alice.
Your supplier?
That's who we're looking for.
Powerful woman, make no mistake. I can't reveal her identity, but luckily for you, I hear she's planning to visit Notcry in the near future.
Okay, that's very good, because Alice is crazy, both in power and just plain old crazy.
If you're willing to wait, I can ask her when she's here. Can't say exactly how long that'll be, though.
Then, let me put it another way. What would you do if you encountered an enemy like that? Roll over and serve yourself up on a silver platter?
Course not! I have a handy little trinket from one of my generous suppliers, which... Hold on. What exactly are you getting at? No, no! This is for my personal use only!
What does it do?
Let's just say I'm borrowing it, all right? Just for insurance purposes. You'll get it back later.
What does it do?
Favors are the worst kind of debt to owe, and now you've got a chance to repay one. A win-win situation, don't you think?
True enough. Favors are the worst kind of debt because you never know how they're going to be cashed in.
Fine. You can borrow it for 5 days. No, make that 3. And for every extra hour after that, I'm charging you 1,000,000 mora. Deal?
Well, that's a deal.
Deal.
So, what is it? You never actually told us what it is.
What a way to start the day. Now, was there anything else you wanted? Or can I go back to bed now?
Yes.
That will be all. Take care now. Don't trip up on your way back, friend.
Oh, come on.
See you later! You're my favorite shopkeeper.
Dory is pretty charismatic for being, well, as shady as she is.
Excellent. Everything is well and truly ready. The ceremony can now begin.
You know, one thing I do like about Dory is she actually does use genuine sales tactics. For example, the fact that she talks so quickly. It's a common tactic with a lot of salesmen where they basically talk, and to try to get you to not think about what they're saying and just agree.
After initiating the ceremony, your minds will follow me wherever I go. You will see many strange things in your mind's eye.
True, cuteness also helps. If you're cute, it's easier to convince people.
So remember, don't be frightened, and don't make a sound.
After laying down the ground rules, we begin the
Now
ceremony.
Then, let us peer into the Raker of Solnari's past.
You know, this kind of trick is probably a very useful way of getting information. If you can look at someone's past, you can find all sorts of stuff about them.
I made it.
Now, where the hell are we?
I don't recognize this style of architecture. Must be Conrian.
Really kind of looks like Enconomia, or...
Simple furnishings, table and chairs. It's a more ordinary house than I might have expected. Looks like the fearsome Raker of Solnari came from surprisingly humble beginnings.
That can be good, that can be very bad.
Unless this passed for luxury in Conria. Unlikely. It was said to be a very prosperous nation in its heyday.
Well, probably it's going to look different when we actually get to Conria, because this is... I understand why they do it, but it's clear they're reusing some assets here.
Anyway, I'll keep exploring.
So, what's over here? Storage boxes next to cat, neatly organized. Whoever lives here seems to enjoy a pretty comfortable life. Let's see here. A note. What does this note say? A handwritten
Hi,
note.
Revere. Since you're working extra hours tonight, I thought I'd keep myself busy by checking out that new kebab shop. I've heard good things about their menu. I'll test it out, and if it's as good as everyone's saying, let's go back together sometime.
Well, we already see that Revere apparently has some kind of love interest who probably died horribly.
P.S. New stash from the Universitas Magistrorum. I brought some goodies home. A few teacups and a pin rack. Hope you like them.
They didn't sign their name, but they must have been close. Sounds like they were living together.
Let's see, they were living together, but there seems to only be one. I'm assuming this is a bed. So that implies an extra degree of closeness here. Interesting. Journal on the table.
I went over to Joseph's for drinks today. They have a fine collection, but I went alone. Felindus was tied up with something and couldn't make it.
Okay.
Joseph asked why I came alone, but I didn't really have an answer. He then went on to ask about other things. If you ask me, someone who asks that many personal questions is too nosy for their own good. But if he invites me again, chances are I'd still go.
Okay, that's surprisingly ordinary.
Felindus. That's the same name Rerir mentioned.
Oh, right, it is. So Felindus is a person he knew at least.
Crane imports keep falling. If things don't pick up, we'll soon be back to meat and mushrooms only.
I mean, that's not too bad.
Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of that new type of mushroom everyone's been into lately. Didn't it start out as a lab-grown variety? I heard it's even mildly corrosive. Seriously, why would you even eat something like that?
Oh, I think this was void experiment, not void abyss experiment derived mushrooms, because that sounds like an abyss experiment derived mushroom.
I don't care if it's an impressive feat of alchemy. That just isn't the kind of thing I like to eat.
Grain has to be imported, and they're eating a diet of mostly meat and mushrooms. Could it be because Conria is underground, so it doesn't get much sunlight? That would explain why they use so much stone in their buildings.
True enough, if you're carving everything out of the stone, then it does make sense why you use so much of it.
They even use alchemically modified strains for food. Seems like the people of Conria don't have many options when it comes to dining.
I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy diggy hole.
I've just about saved up enough now. Time to buy it and keep it somewhere safe.
Abyss stuff is what the place will be known for even... well, it's a complicated situation. From what we understand, Conria was a very... Yeah. Conria doesn't... It is known for its tech. It apparently had some very, very advanced technology. And then they also started dipping into abyssal stuff at some point, which resulted in things going very, very bad.
Making a big purchase. I wonder what it is.
Most work its mundane details of everyday life. It's clear that the author was an ordinary Conrian, or at least they were passing themselves off as one. Doesn't reveal anything. It's neither showy nor stiff. In fact, it doesn't really leave any particular impression.
He really is a professional. No wonder he's so good at covering his tracks. Despite what he's become, it seems like he's retained certain habits, at least in this regard.
Which is good. This gives us more information. Near the end of the diary, you notice a page with a shallow indentation along the bottom. The previous page was torn out. Oh, that's not good. For now, its contents remains a mystery.
Did Rere rip it out himself?
But pen marks like these leave a trace. Haha, yes, classic thing of it leaves traces upon the table. With something like charcoal to add some color, you just need to find the right angle. When Nefer looks around, he's fine charcoal pencil on the desk. We restore the missing words. That's a classic movie trick, which very, very useful. Compared to the forgettable handwriting from before, these lines have been scrawled in a rougher, more haphazard way, as if the person who wrote them was in an emotional state.
Before I met you, I was convinced that my heart was nothing more than a stagnant pool.
Ah, love related.
The burial place of a fallen moon. A withered, windless grove where the waters rested forever unrippled.
And more moon symbolism.
It was you who helped me see that my heart hadn't entirely withered away. That it could still beat to the rhythm of love.
And I'm starting to see what's going on here. The source of this anger and this evil is love. Probably a love that was ripped away from him. Probably by his friend.
This is just trivial sentimentality from the looks of it. Why would he go to the trouble of hiding that? The burial place of a fallen moon.
Good, she noticed that specific wording. So let's see what his memories are like. So, why did they use that specific wording?
Over here.
Oh, Dainsleep is here.
Dane! Oh, and, Vedelson here?
Oh god, he's
We're
hot.
surprised to see you here, sir.
Well, not hot, but...
Hello there, Rere. You need not address me so formally outside of court.
And of course, they're strategically hiding what this guy actually looks like.
He doesn't get that much free time, so I invited him over for a drink. Even the court prophet deserves a break every now and then, right?
Well, I'm flattered.
Oh, so you were the prophet.
So, what are we discussing today?
Hey, don't look at me. As far as I see it, we don't need an excuse to have a few drinks.
Come on, don't give us that. Didn't you say you were about to pop the big question? How's that coming along?
So this seems to be before everything went to hell.
Who'd have thought the great Twilight Sword was an even greater gossip?
What can you say? What can you say? He needs something to pass the time.
I just didn't expect you to be the first one to settle down and get married, that's all.
Yeah. If you told me that a few years ago, I wouldn't have believed you either.
So, are you planning to come clean about your job then? I'm guessing you still haven't told her.
Okay, so he was sort of pretending that he was less important.
Sure, I'll have to tell her at some point. But I'll need to pick the right time and place. To be honest, I have no idea how she'll take it.
Come on, stop being such a pessimist. For all you know, she could be thrilled. I bet she'll be much more impressed by your actual job than the one she thinks you're doing now.
Okay, so this is interesting. He was hiding what his job was. I wonder why.
A member of the King's Guard. Quite the cover story. Does the king himself even know?
So, King's Guard?
Of course he does. Anyway, enough about me. How have you been?
So he's pretending to be a member of the King's Guard and is something more important or terrifying.
Me? Same old, same old. Nothing much to... Huh? What's up, Ved?
It's nothing.
Vedrafolnir. Did he... Is this a case of someone with prophetic abilities being able to divine that we're going to be looking at this exact moment at this exact time?
Vedrafolnir, Dainsleif's elder brother. Renowned throughout the court of Conria as the Visionary, and said to possess a wisdom far beyond the reach of any ordinary man. And yet, despite the gulf between us, he seems to have something to say about me. Does he even know me? Does he see me as a friend of his brother, or just another of the Vinster King's blades? Why did he react so strongly? Was it really to do with what we were talking about?
I'd imagine he probably saw a bit about what's going to happen to you.
Brown, curly hair and brooding blue eyes. So this is what Rerir looked like back in the day.
Honestly, he kind of looks like Welt in a way.
Perfectly normal. No different from anyone else. As frightening as this monster is in the present, there's something even more unsettling about seeing the human he used to be.
Yep, it's kind of interesting. And what is this? And I'm guessing that is his love, the person he cared about.
Felindis? You're back early?
Our equipment's being serviced today, so I got off earlier than usual.
I've
How's your day been?
actually seen like I think it was some fan art or something of this character. Again, trying my best to avoid spoilers, but I did see her image.
Aw, why the long face? Is something the matter? Has your boss been giving you a hard time again?
Possibly, or he's just trying to figure out how to pop the question. You're going to have to tell her, man.
Went for a drink with Dane and the others after work.
Isn't that a good thing?
Come on. I kind of want you to tell her, because I need the info.
Vedrafolnir showed up today, too. You know, Dainsleif's older brother.
Ah, Mr. Vedrafolnir. Yes, I've heard of him. They say that everything he says ends up coming true.
He overheard Dainsleif mention that I'd recently proposed, and seemed to have an issue with it. But when I asked what it was, he kept it to himself.
Okay, so he probably saw that that things are going to get very, very bad.
So, you're worried? You can be such a child sometimes, Rerir. We're nobodies. Why would the Visionary be concerned about us?
Probably because he's not a nobody and he's not being honest.
I'm sure someone in his position has much bigger fish to fry.
Maybe you're right.
Okay, first piece of relationship advice. Don't keep secrets, especially if you're about to marry the lady. The longer you keep the secret, the worse it's going to become.
You worry too much, Rerir. We've been together for ages now, and everything's been going so well, has it not? You've even proposed to me.
So, you do remember. Tell me then. What's your answer?
Like I said, I need some time to decide. You can't just rush into things like this. We may be nobodies in the grand scheme of things, but if we want things to work out, we've still got to plan ahead.
Well, yeah. You need a budget.
Take your time. Just don't keep me waiting forever.
Yes. Yes, and please, would you love me even if I became an insane man commanding an army of evil spirits and cursing the moon? That's oddly specific, Reverie, but okay.
Nobody's. Sounds about right. In the eyes of people like Battlefnir and Dainsleif, what do we matter? Can someone whose gaze is so fixed on a far-flung future even see the present clearly? Besides, the dynasty's fate rests with the king and his inner circle. Whatever I do, it won't make much difference.
No, from the sounds of things, you're going to make a lot of difference, and possibly for the worst.
Meanwhile, every idea they come up with and every decision they make, it affects everything. These days, the king is lost in his research, and the purge of the Crimson Moon bloodline grows ever more intense.
Okay, so we know that Arlecchino is probably of that Crimson Moon bloodline. No idea exactly what that means, but it gives her weird, freaky powers.
The opposition tried to speak out, but nothing came of it. And I'm under no illusions as to why. Because we eliminated them and got rid of their bodies.
Okay, so this is a case where there is some political opposition, but the king is full tyrant and murders anyone who disagrees.
A man can have 1,000 reasons to carry a sword, but there are few good excuses to use it. Yet the king has never even considered a gentler approach, and he never will.
Well, when it's working, why would you? When using the sword is getting you what you want, why would you not?
What becomes of someone who kills on another's behalf? Can he ever find true peace?
Okay, so I can see why you didn't want to tell her your real job.
Thelindis, It's nothing. You were right. Fate has never smiled upon nobodies like us. But by the same token, it's unlikely to bear a grudge against us either.
Honestly, that's a good way to look at it. Sure, fate isn't smiling upon you, but it's not trying to kick you in the balls.
There's no reason we can't keep living happily together, cherishing the simple joys of each day as they come.
Yeah, except the fact that you're lying to her. Seriously, man. That is how relationships are destroyed.
See? You just need to stay positive, Reverie. I can feel your warmth, your breath. You're right there, right by my side. Just seeing you makes me happy in a way I can't explain. And that's something that no one could ever take away from me. So smile, my love. Let go of that frown.
You're right, Thelindis. I've just been overthinking things.
That's better. Getting caught up about things like this will only ruin our evening. Speaking of which, all set for the ball tonight? I need to go get ready.
Aw.
You go ahead. I just have a few things to take care of, then I'll come join you.
I'm thinking the ball is probably going to go utterly terrible and someone will die.
Even busier than the big shots, huh? Fine, I'll go get started. But don't be late. If you keep me waiting too long, I won't be a happy bunny.
Yes, also, how do you have a healthy skin complexion? And we all live underground. We should be pale as ghosts.
Relax. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Seriously,
no, he isn't.
A hard bargain. You're really gonna leave my proposal hanging and still expect me to take you to the ball?
Of course. She's your girlfriend.
Well, that goes without saying. I already told everyone I'd be coming with a dance partner.
I can see the happiness, and I know MiHoYo's going to stab the knife any moment now.
Besides, they're two completely different things. Let's take it one thing at a time, all right?
All right. White outfit it is.
It seems like Rerir was deliberately hiding his ties to the intelligence services. by giving the impression that he was just an ordinary member of the Venster King's Guard.
Makes sense, makes sense. Basically not telling people you're an assassin.
He clearly doesn't want his would-be fiancée to know about his other life. Then again, that's hardly surprising. People in the intelligence trade rarely do.
This also indicates to us that why he is so good at keeping at what he's doing. He has experience.
Who'd have thought we were in the same line of work? Let's dig a little deeper.
Okay. Let's check out his small memories. Let's leave the small hut. Oh, this is...
Our last operation was a resounding success, and all thanks to you, Rahier of Solnari. In total, we apprehended 32 dregs of the Crimson Moon, and 67 accomplices.
After all these years since the dynasty's fall, so many of them still linger on.
And at least one will linger all the way to who knows how many thousands of years later.
Indeed, it cannot be denied. Yet it was destiny that the Crimson Moon should be overcome by the eclipse, and that His Majesty, the all-seeing Venster King, now guides our nation on the path to prosperity. Conria has no further need for a dead moon. But alas, there will always be those who refuse to see the truth, choosing instead to romanticize the past.
Okay, so more moon nonsense going on.
That's not entirely true. Much about the Crimson Moon era was worthy of remembrance, and that's exactly why they keep trying to see it restored. Many of its secrets remain unsolved to this day. As it happens, that's precisely the field of study my partner is devoted to.
Oh no. Oh no, I see what's going to happen.
You still haven't told her what you really do for a living.
I feel like that his partner is an accomplice or has the bloodline and is going to get murdered.
Where would I even start?
Or he is going to pull his intelligence connections and get her overlooked, and that is why Arlecchino exists in the modern day.
How do you tell someone that you're one of the king's hand-picked executioners? That your hands are steeped in blood?
You didn't choose this life, any more than I did. Orphans like us don't get a say.
But I'll sure as heck be the one to pay for it. Speaking of which, we need to be more rigorous in the way we identify direct descendants of the Crimson Moon. Someone, it seems, has strong opinions about my future plans. Most likely my marriage in particular. I have a feeling that we may soon become targets of the Crimson Moon's retribution.
Your concerns are not unfounded. They've taken out many of our colleagues these past few years, and for that very reason. These are no helpless lambs we're leading to the slaughter. They're wolves in sheep's clothing.
Or they're people who you are utterly killing and are fighting back.
Take care, Rahier of Solnari. I look forward to toasting you at your wedding.
Like, my man, you were literally killing them. Of course they are going to fight back.
Thanks, Thorkel. You look after yourself, too. Thelindis, I never wanted to keep this from you. You're the last person I would ever want to lie to.
Yeah, but I feel like things are going to go a lot more differently than you'd think.
But that's exactly why I can't tell you everything. There are things you shouldn't know. Things you cannot know.
And there are things that you will learn in the future.
The moonlit dynasties are a thing of the past. Yet even now, with the sun shining high in the sky, there are those who would call forth a dead moon's ghost.
Okay, is that being metaphorical or literal? Is there literally a sun underground?
Could that be why Vedalfnir held back? Or was it because of some court secret he's not at liberty to share? I have to get a clear answer from him. No matter what happens, I will protect Thalindis.
Oh boy, I know exactly where this is going and it won't be pretty.
Rerir seems to be very concerned by Vedderfanir's reaction. Vedderfanir and Dainsleif, the Visionary and Twilight Sword. So that's what they were really like. I've investigated this whole area now. There doesn't seem to be any other memories here. Should I try somewhere else? Wait a second. What's this black smoke?
Well, this is probably some kind of defensive measure. Or it is going to be something freaky. Or we're going to witness trauma. Or this is going to be a combat scenario. This feels like combat.
So, he's late after all. Just you wait, Rerir. You're in for it. Big time.
Are you waiting for someone, ma'am? Could I tempt you into buying some flowers?
Oh, sure. Pick me out a pretty bunch if you would.
Thank you. But I'm afraid none of them are as pretty as you.
Okay, something horrible is about to happen. Is that kid going to murder her?
For someone so young, you sure have a way with words, don't you?
And they're hiding his eyes, which I'm guessing are going to be crimson crosses.
I'm only telling the truth. Look me in the eyes. You'll see I'm not lying.
Oh boy, this is not going to be pleasant.
May we have a word in private?
And there it is.
Who are you? And what do you want?
It doesn't matter who I am. Too many of our kind have fallen lately, so I decided to take the risk of reaching out. Not long ago, the Ray here of Solnari led an assault on one of our strongholds. We suffered many casualties, and many who came to our aid lost their lives as well.
Sorry, I don't know why you're telling me this. And I don't want to get involved.
Oh yeah, the Ray here of Sonalary is your boyfriend.
Wait. Hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. His name is Rerir, and he claims to be one of the King's guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner. But surely, you must have caught a whiff of the blood on his hands.
Well, yeah, probably. Or possibly, who knows. But I can understand why, but at the same time... This is the complicated situation with this. I understand why he did it, but this is why you need to communicate.
Why are you telling me all of this now?
Simple. It's because...
I want you to help us kill him.
Strange. Rerir was nowhere to be seen in that memory. It clearly belonged to Thalindis. Rerir couldn't possibly know what happened if he wasn't even there.
Unless... You know, this might be an implanted memory.
Why would her memories appear in his fragment?
Yeah, that is very suspicious.
The ceremony won't last much longer. I think it's time to call it a day.
Why would his memories appear here? So that was a very interesting situation. Tea is delicious. Good tea is delicious.
So that was your doing? Did you just pull us inside Rerir's fragment to spy directly on his memories?
Honestly, it's a clever trick for an information broker. Can't get much better than just peeking into someone's memories.
Any more questions, and I'll have to start charging.
I had no idea you could do that, boss! Seriously, that was amazing! We're not worthy. We're not worthy!
We're not worthy! We're not worthy! Yehuda, I love you.
I gotta admit, though, I'm itching to see what happens next. Feels like we barely scratched the surface.
Yeah, but there's probably limits to this ritual.
I'm just as curious as you are. But the ceremony only allows for limited time inside. That's all we can see for now. Luckily, we managed to learn quite a lot.
So far, so good. I just hope the others are doing okay, too.
Meanwhile, on the Fatui base, it is World War III here.
Especially the group with the Traveler. Their mission is a risky one. Let's hope it's all going smoothly.
I will say that they're doing a very good job with the writing here.
If you're worried about them, go see how they're doing.
If I know Boss, she's gonna need some time to write up all the details and make sure it's all coherent. I'll stay behind to lend a hand, but feel free to head back and meet up with the others.
Although I think that's part of the reason it's more coherent is because they how should I phrase this? They've separated it and have showing us multiple POVs because they don't really do that all that often.
Oh, they've been prowling around for nearly 2 days now. These things just won't quit. Oh, they might not have seen us yet, but them constantly sweeping the area, our way out is completely blocked.
We have to sneak past nice and quietly.
Oh, that's never gonna work. One little slip up and it's game over. If they spot us, they'll run straight back to Rare. And once he knows we're here, it won't be long before he's breathing down our necks again.
Be that as it may, we still have to try.
Oh, guess you're right. Alright, time to zip it.
And now for one of Genshin's stealth segments, which, to be perfectly honest, aren't my favorite, but what are you going to do?
Hide! We almost got spotted! Phew, that was a close call.
At least...
Watch out! He's coming this way!
Okay. And there's more over there.
We're nearly there. This is the final hurdle.
What's going to go wrong? Something usually goes wrong with these things.
Oh, there's no end to these things!
Surely there must be another way out. Like, he just has an infinite army of these monsters. Guess we're fighting them. Oh? Arlecchino! Haha!
Fire?
Arlecchino's here.
Wait, what's that smell? Oh no, there's a fire!
That's good fire. That is fire we like. Arlecchino's fire. Hello. They roar in anguish. That was quick. Hello. Got us. And I see you pulled out the boss moves. Thanks for that.
Zandrone was right. You look weak, Columbina.
Hello, Arlecchino. Good to see you. How are the kids?
The old you would never have let such lowly creatures bar your way. Word has it that you did something for the Tsaritsa, and that's why you've lost most of your power. Freedom comes at a heavy price, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
It's Arlecchino! You came!
Yep, Mommy's here. Or Daddy. Yes, Daddy.
Hello again, Columbina. And greetings, guests of the House of the Hearth.
Hello, Daddy. I mean Daddy. I mean Daddy. I mean Daddy.
It's been a while, Arlecchino.
Yep, we're safe. She's here. And oh. We're going back here. And oh, that is cute. That is just adorable. Or just sitting all menacing, drinking your tea.
Stupid right here of stupid Solnari. Ugh, whatever. I've got all the data I need. Next time we meet, you're finished.
Honestly, she says that a lot. She basically loses, says, I have data. Next time, I will win. Bosco number 1.
He sure doesn't pull his punches.
Yeah, you're gonna have to repair so many things.
Excuse me, do you need a hand?
Okay, who are you?
You can do me a favor by staying out of my way. Can't you see I'm busy? Wait a minute. I recognize
Wait.
that voice.
Oh, Fremine. That's Fremine.
Hello, Miss Sandrone. Father sent us over to help.
Linny, welcome. Ah, we got the magician kids. Yay, I like these two. I actually still have to build my Linny. I got him a long time ago. I just never got around to actually building him properly.
How considerate of her. Hey, Fremine, get over here and help me fix this. Linny, you do your thing. Just keep your sister away from my machines.
Yes, don't let the cat touch the machines.
Nearly every machine that cat girl touches ends up going haywire. Go put her on cleaning duty or something.
Then let's start downstairs. Fremine, we'll leave this place to you. You've got it.
Wait a second. Pretty sure there's still some tea in the cupboard. If you want some, you'll have to make it yourselves.
Again, tsundere energy here. I just like her. And we're back at the secret base and we have the Knave. So, I think overall this operation has been a success. Oh, so we just don't teleport in there that time? That's where it is? Okay. Honestly, that was kind of fun. I like the different POVs. He showed us a lot of interesting situations and helped flesh out the world and the setting, and I think it also helped the flow of everything. Allowed us to show what was going on without having the traveler to conveniently be in every location. I know they don't do that all that often. They often show these things, but I like that they're all gameplay moments. Plus the fact that I did kind of like the marionette going on the warpath situation. Honestly, this is a pretty good hiding spot. We have enough random wreckage on the shore that it's easy to slip through and hide something under it. Hello, Varka. Okay, Yehoda's here. Hey, Varka.
It's a relief to see you all made it back in one piece.
Huh? Feels like there's quite a few people missing. Where's Flint's and the others? And what about Neffer?
I returned ahead of them. Flint is helping Aino and Anefa to set up the decoys and buy some time. As for Miss Neffer...
Boss is still wrapping things up on her end. She sent us back to fill you all in on the top secret intel we've been gathering.
Always fun to see others' POV, though it does enable... Well, here's problem writing evil characters and then trying... Yeah, I understand that. MiHoYo does have problems with that. Although, to be fair with the marionette, they still have her in a sort of antagonist position, but she's not... They never really portrayed her as, like, outright evil, at least as far as I could tell. Now, the Doctor, on the other hand, he is evil, and I will enjoy murdering him.
I see. Then let's get right into it.
But yeah, MiHoYo does have the problem. I think it's more just the classic gacha situation of we make these characters for these characters we're going to use in the gacha. We slot them in antagonist roles as in the main story, and then we sort of have to adjust things so that we can justify playing with them.
But first, who do we have here? You brought someone else in to help?
Greetings. I was invited here to help as a longtime Tea Party companion of Columbina's. You may call me Arlecchino.
Well, I don't think all of them. At least a couple of them won't be gotchable due to clearly being shown to be monstrous in form, or in one case, kind of too ridiculously powerful. Like we know that gold fused with the shade of life, which is again utterly BS and crazy that they actually managed that. Then again, the shades are kind of Archon plus, and there's people do think we might end up playing with them, especially considering they're all waifus. So who knows?
Surely it can't be.
Those eyes. Oh, where have I seen them before? Wait, of course. In those memories we just saw.
I pronounce Kina.
The only Arlecchino I know is the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers. So either you share a pretty uncommon name, or you're more than just a tea party buddy.
You're well informed, Grandmaster. A man from Mondstadt living all the way out here in Nodcry, and yet the people and affairs of Snezhnaya seem to hold a special place in your heart.
Well, considering all this... Well, yeah, I think it's just how the spelling goes. I don't know the specifics of the language they use for her name.
Oh, the feeling's mutual. Sounds like you know all about who I am, too.
You're Varka.
A Fatui Harbinger.
Yeah, I know her.
The atmosphere in here just got really tense. Guess we can't just start trusting Fatui Harbingers, even at a time like this.
I will mention, she is one of the more trustworthy Harbingers, all things considered.
I must admit, though, I'm a little curious. Seeing as the Moon Goddess no longer belongs to the Fatui, what makes you so willing to put your neck on the line here?
Nor does Nodcry belong to Mondstadt, Mr. Varka. Yet still, you're fighting for it all the same.
Yeah, but he's Varka. He's a heroic character by default.
Things don't always have to have a tangible payoff. Sometimes, stopping things from spiraling out of control is a higher priority than chasing the spoils of victory.
Yeah, Arlecchino definitely has a heavy, I'm tough and evil and strict, but at the same time, she's kind of soft-hearted in her own special way.
Of course, I can't say there's nothing in it for me at all. But that's between Columbina and myself.
And she was instrumental in helping save the whole Fontaine situation, so I think we can trust her. But it very much doesn't seem the type. Yeah, pretty much. She is she's super villain coded, but she is, at the same time, she is pretty helpful. She's harsh, but pretty helpful.
Forgive me. I don't mean to doubt you. It's just that the Fatui really have been the source of many of our troubles. We have our own way of doing things here in Nodcry, but ever since they arrived, the Fatui have treated us with nothing but hostility.
I know there's been a lot of bad blood between us in the past. I've done my utmost to avoid friction whenever I could. But sometimes fundamental conflicts of interest simply can't be settled amicably.
I also like that Arlecchino is a professional. She's just a professional about this.
That's why I'm here solely in a personal capacity. This has nothing to do with the Fatui. As a gesture of good faith, I'll be frank. I can help Columbina track down the iridescent moon's marrow, which will help her restore more of her power. Anyway, what else is on the agenda? Let's begin.
Yep. She's a professional here, and she'll probably